goofing all over the place. I'm goofing all over the place. I'm so...
It's like a flail of a bunch now.
If we got rid of all of our fails for all of them now, are they all done?
Anyway,
Welcome to Spawn
round of
Point,
exams.
episode 6.
Yeah, we did it
What the
this time.
flailing was.
Third time's the charm, right?
The third time is the charm. Now we got 2 streams for episode 6.
Double streaming
yeah.
streaming it.
We're all over the place.
Not even at double digits yet.
How have you guys been?
Bed?
That
Work.
was good.
Life.
Should work and life, yeah. That's how it, yeah. Yeah.
Work and life.
You getting
Life.
adequate? Getting it.
Life is the side bit. The most is. There's nothing outside of work.
I totally
Life is
didn't,
like the side
didn't get
project.
paid to not going to work today.
Gets to work.
Yeah, Andy's like wrecking shop.
I'm doing it right. I'm getting paid to not go to work.
I hate you.
I don't know why it's happening. I'm not questioning it.
Alright, okay. So, do you guys want to get straight into it?
Let's do it.
Yo.
Guess what else isn't working? Do you want to know?
Is it the Twitch?
My controller's not working.
Excellent.
I thought you were about to just segue us into a news topic.
No, my controller's not working.
Ah,
No,
You're
but
gonna
yeah,
be-
someone should segue us into a news topic.
you're gonna be red in the face. Speaking about faces, your face in Fallout.
There we go. Good segue.
Boom.
Solid.
This was a thing that happened in CES. Intel has these cameras called RealSense cameras, and basically the gist is that they're basically little Kinects, you know, like the Xbox Kinect, and they have
Faces
like
are so creepy.
Yeah, they have like 2 little cameras on them, and they use it to get like 3-dimensional information, and that lets them do 3D model your face on the fly, and you can buy it like in the future. In the future.
The future.
For that one game that you can put your face in.
You could
And nothing else.
you could buy it, and you could do like Josh said, you could put your face in one game,
Yeah.
and
I'm
But
curious
that
to
game-
know.
and everyone will
Because
love it.
like the face is kind of weirdly, like it looks weird because it has to like translate it into the game. But I'm curious to know if your mouth moves when you talk.
I don't think you know they never show that, and I'm gonna guess that's for a reason.
exactly.
Yeah, because they'd have to map it and everything, and you can't do that with a camera, could you?
No, they wouldn't be able to do it perfectly. At least it might like separate the
You'll-
like
you'll-
3D
you'll
model,
just
just like
flop up and
rip
down
it open, and like put teeth inside of it. And you'll
I just imagine that
tell
like
it what
where
to
the
cut.
mouth is, it would just like it's as if someone has like something covering the mouth and the cloth in front just moves like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Just wear a helmet in Fallout all the time, then you
It
won't have to
doesn't-
deal with it.
It doesn't look
Because
amazing.
cutscenes would look really weird.
You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't look amazing, but
It doesn't.
It's
No, that doesn't.
I mean,
no,
it's
it's-
a cool thing. Like, would you
what?
like
With-
in the future? Would like maybe you could get like a full model of your face on a character? I don't know if people want that actually.
With those
like, but
pictures,
hey.
why would you use such a stock-looking face to do it?
This is
Why
the
would-
writer's face.
He's just got the most basic white bitch face ever.
He hasn't even got a scar. Get somebody from the hood.
They've
Just
got-
get someone
look,
with
they've got-
distinctive facial features.
They've got like a black guy on the samples, but they chose to use standard white man.
Yeah.
See, so I guess
Yeah, they
you
do.
can't. I guess because if they use like a camera to take a picture of like your face, you can't like stick in say Ronald McDonald's head or something like that.
I'm just envisioning the NBA 22K15 stuff where you've just got horrible, like, broken, awful faces.
Yeah,
So you've got, like, mutants, like, different kinds of mutants.
that'd be great.
Hook says he looks a little Hitlery. He does a little
Oh
bit.
my god.
He does a
Don't you
bit.
see
I'm
John's
so
Let's-
sorry for this
Andy.
guy. What did he do to deserve this?
I'm not the only one who saw that, right?
What?
You're a crazy person.
I just saw John Cena's image. Just
What?
like,
No, you're
few
crazy. I
hands.
totally didn't do that.
No, you're a crazy person. Crazy person.
It's an Easter egg for people paying attention.
I wasn't.
That they're immediately going to be
I'm
able to
gonna lie,
see now
I
because
did
I
not.
shut it down.
Yeah. Well, you
Well,
know,
I didn't
it's
say
gone now. Anyway.
I hadn't really noticed, and I still didn't notice seeing
Um,
hashtag basic white bitch Hitler. Yep. And let's get that trending, right?
yes, do it. So yeah, I'm gonna put my face
All
in
the
Fallout, guys.
hashtags.
I'm gonna buy
Yeah.
one of these webcams and put my face in Fallout for like what,
Nice.
£100? Is that worth it? Yeah, sure.
Totally
why not?
worth it.
Mm.
100%.
Because that you were able to do something similar in like one of the old Rainbow Six games, right?
I don't know. I know.
Yeah, because it was on Rooster Teeth all the time with all the
Yeah.
with the
And-
derpy faces.
I know.
Except with that, I think it was like a just an image, and then
think
like
it
it
was
kind of
just-
wraps it around the model.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it looks all dumb.
I know.
Yeah, I think
EA does it with their sports games, obviously, but they use your camera phone and they tell you to like, oh, move your head around as you like aim the camera at you, and it like tries to make a model out of it. So this is meant to be more accurate. But
Hello, Samurai Mohammed.
Still look
Okay.
weird.
Underscore 1999.
Welcome to
oh, we got a new subscriber, a new follower. We've got a new
Yeah.
tune. Did you guys? Can you guys hear the podcast? Because it's the thing
I'm
that,
not mute.
that Luke was doing. I set that up just like a little Easter egg. It's glorious. Okay. I got shocked then. I forgot that I set it up. Moving
Wait,
on.
so it plays the sound clip now?
Yeah, it plays a sound clip now.
What's the sound clip?
Nice.
It's the yeah sound.
From but from what?
From when I was wearing those glasses?
Yes.
It's the CSI, yeah.
Yeah, like you know when you put
Oh, the Who.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay, every time that happens, you have to tell me so I can
Nice.
put these glasses on.
Right. Thanks for
So if I unsubscribe and then subscribe, will that work?
no.
No, I
Otherwise,
think you
people,
could.
It won't
other
work.
people would do that all the time.
Okay, but seriously, moving on. Moving on from our
I want to hear it
amazing-
now. Damn it, come on.
Our amazing follower tunes. News, guys. News. This is what we're about.
You know what the most exciting news of the week was?
What?
I feel like-
Robot Wars is coming back.
Oh, Andy, please. We were in game
Pretty
news. You threw us all the way
No,
to the
I
other
don't
thing.
want to talk about game news. I want to talk about Robot Wars.
Robot Wars. Do you know what
Look,
Robot Wars is,
look.
Josh?
Damn, I had a perfect segue.
Do I know what it is? Of course I know what it is.
Who doesn't know what Robot Wars is?
I don't know if they play it in
Come on,
Australia.
Kamal.
I don't know if they play it on Australia. Josh is foreign.
They used to.
Look, he might be
Like
white,
years
but he's
ago.
still a foreign man. He's a truth. Like, yeah.
Hook knows.
Yeah, I mean, well, Hook, Hook is English.
Are they getting the old? Are they bringing Craig Charles in?
I wonder if Americans
must
have
Richard,
Robot
yeah.
Wars. Robot Wars is a show for people who don't know. Like,
They're robots and they're fine.
I know.
where you get
It's
robots.
Good
People
stuff for you, Joe.
people build robots and they fight. That's it.
It's
It's,
amazing.
it's only coming back for 6 episodes though.
I
isn't
don't care. It's coming back and it's
That's
gonna
like
be awesome.
that's like tributes. It's not really. I wouldn't call it coming back.
I want Panic
It's
Attack
just-
back again.
It's just replays.
I used to have the computer game for Robot Wars.
It was a computer game?
Yeah, you like got to build your own robot, and it was amazing.
I did not know that was a thing.
You got to fight all the real robots, all the licensed ones.
Hey,
And
come
it
on,
was
this
just-
links to
It
gaming.
was awesome.
Pardon?
I said this links to gaming.
Yeah, see?
It does.
See, I'm bringing
yeah.
it back.
He, brought, he took us out and he brought us right back.
I did it. I did. See, I did it.
Andy, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
I'm
Flexible.
fantastic at this.
We've got,
Yeah, Robot Wars Arenas of Destruction.
Is that what the game was called?
It was
This is your
released in
childhood.
2001.
Was it like really crap, but you loved it anyway because you were a kid?
It was. I mean, I remember it being really good, but that's probably because I'm viewing it through. See, Hook knows.
All
Hook
the
knows
rose
well.
tinted glasses.
Yeah, I think I probably was, but it was. You got to build your own robot, and then you got to fight in the Robot Wars arena, and it was the best thing in the world ever. Or if you were just couldn't be asked to build your own, you could just use one of the licensed robots.
That's no fun. That's not
No,
playing
yeah.
the game, really, is it?
oh, Anna's threatening the ban.
No, we're not Pussycat Hook. Panic Attack all the way.
Hey, Anne, I get
Fight
that. I
me.
get that that's your boo and crap, but you can't ban him for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that is not power you have. Please don't do that.
Me and who can have our own Robot Wars in like a car park somewhere.
More game news.
Budget
more-
Robot Wars.
Lock yourself in a
Can we just do a-
building.
can we just do a
stop fighting
Robot Wars
robots?
Can we do a Robot Wars podcast?
No, not
I mean, I
sleeping,
have
but-
nothing else to say about Robot Wars, so no.
Next time we'll do it. Okay, more stuff about games. I found a little announcement about an as yet unnamed game that's going to be pretty much like Firefly the game.
Oh,
So it's like
does this have a video?
it doesn't have a video now because it's literally just been announced and there's the
It's
little
still I think it's still in concept.
Okay, as someone who
Yeah, it's
doesn't
still-
who hasn't watched Firefly because I'm the devil or something,
Explain.
explain to me what is Firefly-esque about this game, or potentially.
Okay, so it's Firefly-esque because basically it's, you know, FTL.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, but it's more based on like the crew management
Uh-huh.
way of it. So it's like it's a more in-depth version of FTL. So I think it's like if you do certain things, there's like random events and stuff, the same like that, and it's just like
There are
you get more-
consequences
you get
to
more,
every
yeah, there are
decision you make.
consequences and stuff, and you get more in-depth like character development of your crew. And then obviously I'm assuming they can still die and that things can still happen. They can get better and upgrade skills and stuff.
So the way Firefly has been described to me is Space Cat Boys. So do I get to wear
Pretty
my
much.
hat in this game?
I don't know,
Is
man.
what I really want to know.
I mean, if they're making a space Firefly, they've got to, right?
Yeah, I feel like they do. I do want to watch.
Don't-
Firefly,
don't-
man. It's
Don't get
just something I've
confused
never
though.
got. It isn't Firefly.
I think in his words, it's a mashup of stuff like Prison Architect and some Firefly.
Nah,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like got the management things of like games like that,
Yeah.
but it's set in. I think it's a crew management thing set on a ship. So Firefly.
I think maybe the style of the ship might resemble Firefly, like the panels and
Ooh. I got
the
hit.
stylization of it.
Just like a rustic like trader bucket ship sort of thing, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
can dig
I would be down to play this as yet unnamed game
Nice.
because it doesn't have a name yet.
I like that this guy is doing a game, doesn't have a name for it, doesn't have a video. Yep, somehow he's getting people to talk about it. GG to you, guy.
Yeah, he
GG.
did it. He did it right.
You're winning.
He did it.
Winning at life.
Yeah, it's just that good. That just means it's going to be that good, right?
Yeah.
It's better than just saying, "Hey, new Assassin's Creed game."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of new Assassin's Creed games.
It's okay.
Who wants to talk about
We knew it
Assassin's
was
Creed
coming.
games?
Who wants to talk about beating a dead horse?
Beating a Dead Horse, the game, also known as Assassin's Creed, is
Yeah.
getting a new addition to the Chronicles franchise. Like, so the Chronicles side of it, as far as I'm aware, is the So I'm gonna get this video up while we talk about it.
It's like the PS Vita kind of.
It's like the side-scrolly stuff.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
looking at
that's
that, and
China,
for some
right?
reason, I didn't read the Chronicle part.
Mhm.
So I thought it was the next one that was meant to be announced or come out next year.
Yeah.
And then looking at it, I thought, this is really side-scroller-esque. What's going on here?
Like,
You feel
No,
like it's
Ubisoft.
the next
Ah.
Assassin's Creed game.
Wow,
Ubisoft.
they've gone retro with
You
this
really
stuff.
let yourself go. And you weren't very high up as it was.
It's like, look, we couldn't
they're just pushing it out at this point. It doesn't matter what it's supposed to
we
look like.
couldn't handle the open world anymore. The game kept crashing.
You kept criticizing us for open world. It didn't work, so screw you. You can just have a side scroller.
Has anyone
That and
played?
it's really vibrant too.
Yeah, has
does
anyone,
look- I
has
like the
anyone played
backgrounds.
any of the Chronicles games?
I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game
Oh,
since
I have.
Assassin's Creed 2.
I bet you that these games are better than the main games now.
I played the
Yeah,
giant-
probably.
The one that got released alongside the one in France for the Xbox 360 and stuff was supposed to be much better, right?
Oh yeah, Rogue.
Rogue? Yeah,
Rogue.
that was
Yeah,
supposed to
Rogue.
be pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, that was meant to be really good. That one was based on like it was like kind of the older style of Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed.
So you were actually an assassin, not a pirate or a gang member in London.
No, you were a what's it called? You were an assassin.
They
Oh,
are
you were a Templar. weren't you?
Templar. You're a Templar. Yeah.
they are basically like mobile phone adaptations. Huck. That's basically what they are.
They're just cash grabs. at
Like
this
they're
point.
designed to be kind of like little small like cash grabs. You know,
Yeah.
in between the large cash grabs, they have like
I wonder-
listed small cash
Do
grabs.
you think it would be a bad idea to do, kind of take the Star Wars route and do like the kind of smaller side-scrolling Assassin's Creed game every second year, and then the year after do like the big title.
I think
That way you're giving it like at least 2 years or something to work on it.
I think what
I think it
Ubisoft
would
needs to
burn out
do is
Assassin's
they need
Creed
to
just
take
as fast.
Assassin's Creed and put it on a shelf.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
And
let's
just leave
be
it on
honest,
that shelf for like 2,
Assassin's
3,
Creed isn't
4
going to
years.
die.
No, it's not. Until they
So, I
kill
mean, they
it.
might as well have some organization to it, right?
Yeah.
So just going, title,
Yes.
it's out now.
It's better than just going
We've been
Assassin's
working
Creed,
on it for,
Assassin's Creed,
10
Assassin's
days.
Creed. Throw them all.
Enjoy.
No, I agree with you. But hey,
But they're gonna keep.
look, if they shelved it, I'd be really proud of
If
them.
they shelved it, they'd re-release like 1 and 2 again.
I think that's the problem for them. It's like they're like, we could put Assassin's Creed down, but then what the hell do we make?
Yeah, we don't know how. It's like they're in a drug problem. It's like we don't know how to stop,
Assassin's
guys. We're
Creed,
too
like-
far in.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of other Ubisoft games, actually, this ties into the other piece of Ubisoft news we have this week, which is they've released some more info on The Division. And like when I wrote this into the link dump, this was originally all the news, but there's been even more to it. Like now they've let a lot of different companies kind of play it. Like Rooster Teeth has played it, lots of YouTubers have played it, stuff like that. Okay, Luke, I feel like you know The Division best, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm really confused at what The Division is meant to be. Give us a rundown of like kind of the gist of it.
Not even the fans know what it's meant to be anymore. This game has changed over its development cycle, as in, and also how they've put it out there as. Like before, it was meant to be like this really kind of close-knit team game where it's like going to be like just the 3 of you guys trying to like restore New York, or like just try to help the citizens of New York.
Yeah.
Then it felt more single-playery for a while, like more apocalypsy. And now it seems to be this big open world where there's a whole bunch of other players, and a lot of you are working together to
Yeah.
restore.
See, like,
Right.
I don't have tons of faith in Ubisoft, as everybody who's
can't
ever
imagine
watched
why.
this or talked to me or knows me anywhere knows. And like when the game feels kind of like the game's direction feels that haphazard, I get really worried as well. So like, it's not a good combo.
Yeah, you should
So-
probably have an idea of what your game's going to be before you start launching it.
It's
don't-
coming
I
out in
don't know if-
March. It's coming out really soon.
To be
I
fair,
don't know
it
if you
could-
mentioned it last podcast, but you said you were going to pre-order it, right?
Yeah,
Because
so-
you get a beta with it.
Yeah,
Are you
I
still gonna do
plan
that?
to pre-order it. Yeah, because the beta's from like the 28th to like the 1st of February. I plan to pre-order it just to play the beta, so that I can come back to this podcast and be like, I know what the Division is. Maybe.
To be fair as well, the game itself could have always been the same game, but like the advertising team just could be trying to portray it in so many different ways that it's just bit of a nightmare at the moment.
I watched a few of the kind of Let's Plays that have been coming out of it from like YouTubers. Like I watched the Rooster Teeth one, I watched another one, and again like the Rooster Teeth one, honestly, it was Joel and Adam, and they had no direction whatsoever. But that's just Joel and Adam. Like
Yeah,
I couldn't
I
really
was gonna say.
I couldn't really blame the game for the fact that they were just kind of like running around closing car doors for 10 minutes at the beginning of that video.
Doesn't that clear the whole point of the game, right?
What do you do? Close a car door.
Car door closer simulator.
Yeah, you know, this is
No one
actually
never
another
expected, so.
another one of those games that was kind of like announced in the Ubisoft like I'm gonna lie about graphics era. So, like when they announced it, they showed off the engine and it looked like the best thing ever. Like it looked like a movie. It didn't look like a game, and you know now it looks like a downgrade. But of course it was a downgrade because they lied. Because this was back when Ubisoft was willing to lie about their graphics, and they've stopped doing that. Thank God.
I wonder why.
It's almost as if it bites you in the ass when you lie to your consumers.
Yeah.
Funny that.
This is-
Ubisoft, they're
this is
learning
yet-
at the rate of like
yet
a 3-year-old,
again-
but they're learning.
Yeah, it's a slow fucking learning curve.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, what's the last original IP they've released that they've made?
Watch Dogs. Right?
So that's probably why they're just
That
going
went
with
well.
sequels now. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah. Watch Dogs, not a shining light of optimism, is it?
And they're still doing a sequel for that, right?
Yes. That's the plan anyway. March 8th, guys.
don't know
The
why.
Division.
Fuck Ubisoft.
Hey, maybe like all the marketing is really bad and it's actually like a really tight game. There's potential.
Yeah, it definitely has potential, especially from.
Well, we'll find out. Kamal, report backs. Waste your money.
Look, it's a pre-order. They don't take the money until it ships. I'm gonna cancel my pre-order if it's crap. If it's not crap, I got a good game.
No, yeah, GG.
Makes sense, I guess.
Right.
You're not going to be starved during the coming months, though, for games coming out. Speaking of starving, Don't Starve just got new.
On a roll.
It's got boats and stuff. It's called Shipwrecked.
Yeah.
Segways.
Clues in the name, right?
Don't
Boats and
starve.
hoes, right?
Shipwreck.
It's all like whenever anyone plays Don't Starve, they get annoyed because there's like a river gap about that big and you can't go over it.
So they're
So
giving you a
they're like-
boat?
Yeah, so like,
To
you
go
get
over that
boats-
one river gap?
Yeah.
Is that the entire like change in the game?
No,
Couldn't they have just-
you can travel around water now, I think, and there's sharks and lots of fishy things.
I feel like
I
the
think this-
devs behind Don't Starve are stuck. Like
I
they
mean, that's
just
just
keep doing
creative,
stuff with Don't Starve. It's like go do something new.
That's not. I like Don't Starve. I want more stuff to come to it.
Fair
No,
enough.
It just seems like such a big game that you've got so much potential to do with it.
I guess that's true.
Essentially,
Not that-
they're turning it into an survival open world game at this point.
Not that
So-
boats are a bad idea, but couldn't they just have like put in the option to build a bridge?
I'm not sure. I think they might be putting that in. I'm uncertain though.
Yeah, but they want you to feel like you can live on a boat. Don't you like? Isn't that like a new island?
Yeah,
Or am I
there's a new,
crazy?
there's a new island as well.
So there's that. Like, that's,
But well, are all islands the same? Like, is it the same
I
for
think, well,
everyone?
I think it's the
Or is it
same as
only-
I think it's the same as like normal Don't Starve. So it's just like procedurally generated lands and stuff. So
yeah,
it
it's
could be
just
anything.
like different. Like it's like different kind of geography to it. Like,
Yeah.
but there you go.
Mm.
I think everyone here has played Don't Starve, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
so-
You haven't, Luke? Honestly, I wouldn't classify what I did was Don't Starve as playing it. So
Yeah.
I've played it properly.
outside of the videos we did, Andy and Josh, I haven't played it, and that was a
No,
disaster.
neither.
Yeah, they were
Neither.
pretty disastrous. Yeah, I've played it more.
Look,
than
I suggested that we set something up before we started, but nobody liked that idea.
I like that idea, but
Why didn't we do it then?
Not now.
It's in the past now.
You know, because
Yeah,
effort.
I do want to play it again, and maybe I should just get Shipwrecked and play that. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Blurp. I'm dead.
So if we're going to continue talking about rehashed games over and over again, should we talk about Pokemon's 20th
Oh,
anniversary?
he did it! He did it! I'm
You
so
did
proud
do
of you, Andy.
it. You got Pokemon 20th.
Yeah.
When was the 20th exactly? It was a couple.
don't
I mean, I know it was maximum 7 days ago.
It was something like that.
Okay, well that's the wrong thing.
All I know is that they're releasing Red, Blue, and Yellow
Yes.
again
Okay, God.
for the
this
new
podcast is
3DS.
so video heavy. Jeez, I can't even play the game. Let me show the 3DSs for Pokemon.
It just says February 27, but I feel like that's not the 20th anniversary.
I think
It
that's
would
when
just
they're-
be
I
this
think that's
year.
when they're
though.
releasing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's like,
I think it'd just be this year's the 20th anniversary, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
they're releasing like some cards, some 3DSs. I want. Damn it, Anne. I want Nintendo to stop releasing new 3DSs because I want to buy them
yeah,
every
I
time.
would have bought
and-
this new Pokemon if it comes out on the 3DS. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to buy a new 3DS just for Pokemon because that's why I bought my other 3DS.
Right? That's the exact same reason I buy any Nintendo console now. Like, all of their
Yeah.
handhelds, they're just like, oh, Pokemon game, buy it. And then the Wii U, I'm gonna have to buy it when Zelda comes out later this year. Just for the one game. Nintendo,
Yeah.
stop it. Stop doing this to me. Why?
And to be fair, I think there's two games that I would buy a new 3DS for now because I'm not sure if the new Fire Emblem comes out on new 3DS as well.
Yeah, I think they've got like a Monster Hunter coming out this 3DS only as well. That's a pretty cool game.
It's just it's such a lazy way of renaming this stuff as well. It's like the new 3DS.
It's a
like-
lie. It's
Yeah,
so,
I know.
it's so like parents walk
rubbish.
into a shop and there's those parents that want their kids to have the newest shiniest thing and they get the new
Yeah.
one, and then those
Yeah.
parents that don't want to spend as much money think that the regular 3DS is as good because it's still a 3DS, right? It's just not the
Yeah, it's
new
the same
3DS.
thing. It's just not the new one. But
It's
then
not as good.
you can't get the new games for it. So there's going to be lots of disappointed Nintendo children.
Yep. Yep, it's a lie. Nintendo's blatantly
And everyone's
lying.
really angry, and
everyone.
all we've learned from this is that Nintendo need to stop calling things the same name, but they're not going to do that because
Yeah, look at how that worked out with the Wii. Nobody likes the Wii U, Nintendo.
The Wii U was fucking dreadful. I took my brother to get the Wii U on opening day, told him he was going to be trading it in before Christmas. He told me I was stupid. Guess what? He traded in for an Xbox One before Christmas.
Of course.
Listen.
Yeah.
How about them stupid
I
Pokemon
wish
names,
I
though?
wish Nintendo made games and didn't make consoles.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be much better, right?
If I could buy Nintendo games on other consoles, I would be the happiest man alive.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
but these are the real thing. Are you actually going to buy the new 3DS so you can get Pokemon?
I know someone who will.
Well, that's a yes.
Maybe.
I am uncertain yet because I'm not sure I'm going to get it this time. This might be the final.
I will
the time
have to
where
look at
stop
my
buying them.
finances and think about it.
To have a look at your life.
Yeah, just be like, look, you're doing stupid stuff with your money. Can you keep doing this? Yeah.
I know all about that.
Speaking of stupid things, Payday 2 Goat Simulator DLC.
Payday 2.
Geekers Super has the new 3DS, but you
Hey-
didn't even buy it for just Pokemon. What did you buy it for? There's not even a Pokemon out yet.
What? Yeah. What did you buy at Geeka Super? She was gifted it.
It was gifted. Okay, fair enough.
Wait, was this your fault, Josh?
Me?
It says thanks, Josh.
Oh, yeah, because I said I know someone who would buy it.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right. What did you say, Luke? I forgot what we were meant to be talking about now.
like, speaking of stupid things, Payday 2 Goat Simulator DLC.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
so
so
that,
can I
no.
clarify?
Makes you realize the intellectual propriety of a game.
Is this like Goat Simulator DLC that lets you play Payday 2 or Payday 2 DLC that lets you play Goat Simulator?
I think
no,
it's Payday
but-
2. It's Payday 2 DLC that with Goat Simulator.
Yeah,
themes.
it's
Basically the whole thing is that like you get hired to do a heist, and then you turn up to do the heist, and there's all these goats,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, what the fuck is with these goats? They're all being crazy, and it turns out the drugs or jewels or whatever are inside the goats, so you have to nab all the goats and then bring them back to some guy who will extract
I don't want that film.
Uh-huh.
the things from the goats, and you can sell them or something. It's really weird DLC.
Yeah.
It's really weird. choice.
I feel like they
I feel.
they
Yeah.
fucked up so much that they're trying to do something different.
I think everyone's just thought, oh well, Goat Simulator
yeah,
was
'cause
funny,
they
right?
did-
So it was stupid. So let's just put goats on things, and then we'll get success, right?
Payday 2 are the guys who goofed was the DLC thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. They totally fucked all their fan base and all the people who modded it and like the veterans of the game. They just dicked everyone.
So they were like,
And like they
"Let's fix
didn't
it."
care, and they had like one, I think PR come out and talk about it on Reddit, and he got shit on.
Yeah.
And he did the typical PR thing where he was just like, "Oh yeah, but like," and just either sidestepped or like reworded everything so it sounded like he was actually answering questions.
See,
when
there's
he
no
was just
point even talking
absolute
to your
shit.
community if you're gonna do that. You know,
Yeah.
if you're gonna come there like trying to protect yourself and not actually have a conversation, there's no point.
No, no.
What if you just want to have an argument?
Or if we want to make it look like you're trying.
But then they did it wrong.
It doesn't win people over, does it?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Ugh.
Especially not on Reddit.
No, Reddit will rip you apart,
Yeah.
and they did.
Anonymous people have no mercy.
Yeah. Why should they?
Have nothing to fear.
Anonymous people and children.
Well,
That's-
Yeah,
especially
children don't know that they're not anonymous yet.
Don't even
That's all that's
don't
happened.
even get me started on anonymous children. Oh my gosh.
It's like half the internet, anonymous children.
Yeah,
especially when
I'm
they
just
say,
imagining
"Oh yeah,
little kids with anonymous masks. Just sitting at their keyboards.
Yeah, that's
like-
the reality, Luke.
I am Hackor.
Yeah.
No, I know Taxol.
You'd be surprised was England every time, like, Xbox or like PSN goes down and they end up arresting like a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah,
So,
Lizard
yeah,
Squad,
you're probably right.
Lizard Squad, heroes from the Lizard Squad.
It's just like, yep.
Lizard Squad.
Right.
Stupid name.
Oh.
Please don't attack us.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get taken down by
Come
Lizard
on,
Squad.
better get
We're that
DDoSed.
big.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That's what happened at the start of the stream. Me apologize.
Does that mean we've like made it to a whole new level?
I mean, if we get taken down by Hacker Network, we've clearly reached in the right circles, right?
Yeah. Get all over the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll get the raided.
And
by
then,
Luke,
by
keep
and
making
then,
fun of
then
Lizard
they
Squad.
still go up like that, and then after they watch an episode of the podcast, it'll just be like back to
Lizard Squad, I challenge you to a 1v1 on Rust with interventions, low health, quick scopes. Let's do this. And then I'll beat you up for real because I'm not good at Call of Duty.
I don't even
Just
own-
come to my
I don't
house
own
so I can
Call of
really
Duty.
punch you.
Yeah.
Right.
None of this mincing about on games. I'll just beat you up for real.
I'm not
What
traveling
if-
to you.
What if legitimately
Yeah.
a 14-year-old kid turned up at your door? Would you still punch him at that point?
I'd punch him
If,
right
if,
in
he,
the face.
if he said if it was from Lizard Squad,
Yes.
like
I mean,
from
I-
any
yeah.
claims,
If you challenge someone personally, you're like, here's my address.
We're
and this
talking about Luke
14-year-old
assaulting
kid
kids
just
now.
like-
Yeah, Luke.
like he
Would
came
you
all
punch
the
a
way to me.
14-year-old, Luke? Would you assault the child?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
I
I
would.
don't know, I just want to know if you'd punch a
He
kid.
came
Would
to
you punch a
fight,
kid?
so you could get in a fight.
You got possibly on a train and on a bus.
To
To get
be
to
punched
To
by
get
you?
punched in the face.
What if you just
That is
lived down the
dedication.
street?
Pardon?
What if you just lived down the street and you didn't say? And you assumed he had flown like
Yeah,
my
one
hundreds
of-
and-
Still fucking
One
got out
of
the
the
seat
Lizard
and
Squad
walked
people
all the way.
literally lived in the town I used to live in when I went to college. Like, so they might not have to go very far.
Perfect.
Besides, who are they going to believe? Me or the kid?
Yeah, the kid.
The kid.
What?
Yeah,
That's
well,
how child
kid.
assault works.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
They tend to not go,
No,
nah, kid, you didn't get assaulted. The adult said he didn't punch you.
Yeah, the
I was-
the nasty man said he didn't do it, so
I'll just say,
just took the
check,
kid down to the station.
if he's from Lizard Squad, and I'll just say, check the kid's computer. You'll find some messed up shit on there.
Maybe he's smarter than that.
And then, like, you've been in that kid's room. Let's just step into this. Let's just step over here, sir. And then you never see freedom
I don't
again.
like this hypothetical scenario. Keep losing.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just wanted to beat up a child. Leave me
Right.
alone.
Right, okay. Moving on from Luke's child assault issues. What else have we got?
No, I mean, if we want to continue with really horrible things about children, we have to talk about that Dragon Cancer.
Oh no.
It's like the saddest game in the world.
I will get
That is
the video.
segue.
Speaking about horrible, sad children,
It's probably
Okay,
a bit
so-
worse than punching a kid
Does
in the
that,
face.
does, Andy, do you
I will
wanna-
I will explain. So,
Okay, I
for
will
anyone
put-
who hasn't heard about it, because it just went viral, it came out last week, I believe,
Mm.
and it is essentially two game developers had a child that's had cancer, so to channel their grief, they made a game about it, which I guess sure, and then they used it to describe their journey of having a child with like some sort of problem like that, and it's
Yeah.
just
Um,
it's had a lot of reviews, and it's been sort of a very honest and down to earth way of story of how people deal with that,
Yeah.
and it's from like, lots of big reviewers like Jim Sterling and like Total Biscuit. They said it's a very frank and honest game,
Yeah.
and
It's a-
then
it's an
it gets
Apparently,
even
it uses like notes and sound clips and stuff.
Yeah,
that the
it
parents of
uses
this
video
kid recorded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, I don't know how the parents did it, because, like, I don't know if Andy made it clear, but their child, like, they started developing this while their child was
yeah,
sick,
their child.
but the child passed away before they finished developing the game.
Yeah, and that makes it even more heartbreaking because it's
Yeah.
like it could have been like
They wanted it
A
to be a
fairy
positive
tale
thing.
ending.
Yeah. They wanted it to be, like, this positive thing.
Basically, he thinks we should move forward with the
And
radiation.
it is. It is.
It freaks
You know, yeah, no, I
it's,
mean,
it's a positive way of dealing with grief, I guess, but it
Yeah.
still doesn't make it any
It's
less
odd.
heartbreaking.
it's tough. And then
Yeah.
and then reviewing it is tough, and then just listening to it is tough. And the whole,
Yeah.
But I think that's just the whole point.
I watched another video that I didn't link in the dump,
yeah,
and it had me close to tears. It was horrible. Some of it is just, it makes you feel lost. That
Yeah.
game. There's like there's bits of it where you don't know where to go next, and it's just like you feel for that family. You feel like, what do we do now? You feel the same sort of like helpless confusion that they must have felt, and it's just like
yeah,
they did a really good job of portraying that sort of thing without having to experience it for yourself.
God.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
it's heavy stuff for an indie game. Like normally you get indie games and they're just like,
Yeah, people always go like,
Cheerful.
oh, you know, indie devs, they put their heart and souls into these games, and
that is the definition of putting heart and soul into a game.
then,
I feel like they could literally put his heart and soul in the game.
Yeah. They put their life, they put like their entire life, their entire journey out in the open for everyone to see, and that requires a lot of guts and stuff, because a lot of people wouldn't want to do that.
yeah,
No.
it's impressive.
Yeah,
They released it on the 12th of Jan, which was the birthday if their child was.
yeah,
still
that
around,
was
not their
that
child.
would have been I believe it would have been his 6th birthday. I think.
Yeah. It's,
Can we talk about something less sad?
it's on Steam if anyone wants to experience that and has like the heart for it, because it will tell you.
if
now.
you want to cry forever,
It
you
will-
bet you get that game. That's the saddest game in the world,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
it will tear you down.
I thought of a segue, but it's horrible, and I don't want to say
No.
Do
it.
this.
Nope.
No, you've got to do it now.
Oh,
It's a
mentioned
segue.
it.
No.
Well, I was thinking of like speaking of people dying, Hitman.
Oh. Oh, Josh.
I told you.
Okay, well, I will take point on Hitman because I have stuff to say about this.
No, Hook, we're done talking about child cancer. No, we're not talking about it anymore. I'm too sad now.
Okay, so Square Enix. Remember, I don't like for the people who didn't watch this. Obviously, they won't remember. But in our first podcast, we talked a bit, or second podcast, we talked a bit about Final Fantasy VII and how they're planning on releasing it as episodes, right? Like a Telltale game, but it's actually an action RPG game.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like Square Enix is either really, really running out of money, or they have decided this is the way to go forward as a company. Because everybody, like, you know, say you had ordered Hitman, you woke up, like, on Wednesday morning with a message from Sony or Xbox saying your pre-order had been cancelled. And it apparently been cancelled due to changing dynamics in how the game would be distributed. That's what people were given the legal terms. A couple days later, Square Enix announces that for Hitman's release, they're going to be going episodic as well. So it's not going to be, the full game isn't coming out on March 16th. A portion of the game is coming out, and so that means obviously they have to sell it differently. So all your pre-orders are gone, like they don't make sense anymore. I mean, you could re-pre-order it, so that's not that big a deal, but I don't like it. I don't want my action games to be divided up into like little chunks. Look, story games make sense. Chapters make sense. Hitman isn't that.
Yeah. Look at Telltale game was like it's telling a story,
Yeah.
and stories come in chapters. But if you're playing an action game, gunfights don't come in chapters.
No.
It's just
Look,
going to be so jarring
It's
because
kind of
it just.
it's kind of like you get halfway through a battle and it's like, please insert coin.
Why
Yeah,
do you
pretty
imagine-
much.
Continuous.
The head of the studio just bumped his head. He's like, "Oh, I work for Telltale Games. No, sir, this is
Yeah,
Square Enix.
and
No."
They're not stories that need to like end at a point where you can like sit and think about it, and like that's how Telltale works around that stuff. Like they end at a place that lets you like kind of lament and like think about, oh, what's coming, cliffhanger, stuff like that. Was it an action
but
game?
it's-
I will be like, I want to play the next mission. Where is the next mission?
I think
will
the,
not be
the
okay
only
with it.
way you could make it work is like if it's sort of like a Hitman Blood Money style game, so there's like 6 big missions.
Yeah.
If you have like 1 big mission per chapter,
Hmm.
that's the only way it would work. I still wouldn't like it.
The other
But
issue I
that's
feel
the
like
only
they'll
way they
face
could make it work.
is I feel like people will feel like they're not getting value anymore.
No.
Like, because if you
Yeah.
imagine you bought it and you only got like one big mission, even if it's big, like people would just be like, "That's one mission." Like,
Yeah.
I'm
You
interested
still
to see the
wouldn't like wait
pricing
for the
scheme,
installments.
You know, they haven't.
They'll
they
probably
haven't
release the
announced
same as a
pricing.
Telltale game, so it'll be like you can buy each episode for say like what 8-9 quid a go, or you could pay like say 30 and get them all like a season pass sort of thing. I think.
Yeah, but Hitman's like a more expensive game. Like,
Alright, so it'll be let's say
like £18 apart, and that just feels like a lot.
15 quid an episode, then like 60 for the season pass maybe.
Yeah.
They'd probably end up paying more episodically than they would for just buying the game.
Yeah,
as
but
it
you
is.
still
Like one full game.
You feel better about it buying like episode by episode rather than paying 60 quid for a game that you might not
Yeah,
get
but
the last
then-
episode of for months.
Say you've paid 2 episodes and you're like, oh, I don't really want to play anymore. You've spent that money then,
Yeah.
And as well, Hitman's one of those games where I don't know about you guys.
and you haven't even finished the game at that point. Sorry.
Yeah.
You play it for a while, like maybe over a week, and then you're typically done. Maybe you'll come back to it every now and again, but
Yeah.
like it's not one of those games that holds your attention for long. Hitman games are all about the mechanic and like interesting things you could do with that mechanic, and if you can do all the interesting things in that first episode,
That's another good point. You will be like locking out progression because there's no way they're gonna let you just like grind and progress. So like, you're gonna have to be chapter 1 Hitman for that entirety of that chapter, and even if you want to replay levels, you'll still be chapter 1 Hitman who doesn't have this gun and can't have that suit or whatever. Like,
not even that, like most of the cool mechanics it gives you straight away. So you'll play that first chapter again and again because you want to like experiment by moving bodies around or whatever. Like what and like taking out people in interesting ways as you do in Hitman. But if you don't get that much more mechanic wise in the next chapters, it's literally just being a change of scenery, and I'm not willing to pay a load of money for a change of scenery.
Yeah.
It sounds like
okay. That's an interesting point though. Like that means people could enjoy they could get like what you're saying is they could get the entire Hitman experience in part 1. And then not feel like they have to pay for another part. Wouldn't the consumer be winning then? And so do you think it's not necessarily a bad thing, like for Hitman? Because I mean, like if the consumer wins, right?
Well, no, because then
Square Enix doesn't make any more money, so they can't make any more Hitman games.
I mean, that's true.
So overall, the customer loses.
And also, they have to take the jump then with Chapter 2 of being like, well, this may give me more mechanics, or it may not, and I've just spent £18 on a chapter that I don't even want to play because it gives me nothing new.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that they've already made the game? They've just decided that it's probably more financially beneficial to like cut it.
Honestly, Hitman has been very confusing. Like its entire life cycle. They said before, even when they were selling it for $60, that more was gonna come out as the game was played. But they specifically made sure you didn't think it was DLC. They were like, more of the main story was going to come out after. So the general consensus, I think, was that they're not going to be able to finish it in time, yet they still want to sell the game. So
it sounds like they should just delay it.
Yeah, I feel like this was basically... I feel like they're not allowed to delay it. I feel like the development studio is being told they can't delay it.
Yeah.
So they were like, this is kind of a compromise.
They said, this is the release date. There is no argument. That is going to be the release date.
This is how we
doesn't
do.
make sense, though.
Do.
If you've
Let's just make a game.
Publishers
and
are stupid.
Waste money.
Yeah, but they want the money now. It doesn't matter whether it's going to cause like a backlash. They don't care.
Let's send our name even further down the shitter.
Yeah.
I hope this doesn't become a thing.
Well, this is the second game they've announced that's doing it. It's honestly, if this...
I mean, in general.
Yeah, like, it's going to depend on how...
Aside from episodic games, like specific episodic games.
It's going to depend on how this sells.
And also, this is nothing new. Like, developers have always been under the, like, crunch. Like...
Oh, no, I mean, like, the whole episodic thing.
Oh, okay, no, yeah.
I don't want that to become a thing besides, like, episodic games. Like, ones that are specifically designed for that.
Yeah.
Not just, we're taking this game and we're going to split it up into parts.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, if Hitman is a good game, I will do what I said I was going to do with Final Fantasy again, and I'm going to wait until it all comes out and then buy it all as some bundle discounted because it's been out for a while. And, like, I don't see how that's winning for them, but sure, whatever. Whatever, Ubisoft. Do what you want.
Ubisoft?
Square Enix.
I don't know why I said Ubisoft. I just hate Ubisoft that much.
We're just used to ripping on Ubisoft. It's just... Not this time, Ubisoft. You got away this time.
Yeah.
This time you escape.
So much potential.
Are we done ripping on...
Yes, yeah. I think so.
Okay, so now we'll talk about someone. We've got another Ubisoft thing.
We do? Oh, I thought we did all of
It's
Ubisoft.
about the,
God, they've
it's
had a
about,
busy
about
week.
it's about the new anti-cheat stuff they're going to put in Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, okay, I know nothing about this. Explain.
Okay, so basically it said when they found out, because it's such Rainbow Six Siege is the one where you have like 2 teams of 4, and like you're either the people who are holed up or the people who've got or the siege team that've got to siege them out.
Right.
And apparently it's such
Ooh.
I think it's such a tightly knit like system and stuff that they don't want people hacking it with their aimbots and stuff. So they're putting a very tight grip on that. So I think it's if you
Well,
do
they've
it
tightened the
once,
grip.
yeah, they've tightened the grip. So if you do it once, I think you get a short ban. I think then if you do it once, you just get I think you get permabanned if you do it a certain amount of times.
No. Like.
So
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
apparently, like.
And it's an
before-
online only game, right? So that's that game
Yeah.
gone.
yeah, it's online only. So
Yeah.
Before it was just a 3-day ban, you know, because they were just kids and they were sure they wouldn't do it again.
No, I think
then
I think that's good. I
it's-
think you give him a
it's
slap
now
on the
a zero
wrist and then
tolerance.
and then you punch him in the face.
yeah,
No, well,
they've improved their cheating countermeasures
you're
apparently.
You're focusing
It's-
on
it's-
kids a lot tonight.
There's 0 tolerance for it now, though. There is no slap on the wrist. It was a
Yeah.
slap on the wrist.
Wait, there isn't even the initial. It's straight to a ban.
Yep.
I don't agree with that.
There used to be a 3-day ban one, and then I
Kids
think
are
they found-
stupid though. As much as I
It's-
hate that, kids
No,
are
no,
stupid.
no. As someone who plays Counter Strike, fuck hackers.
Yeah,
If
they
you're
know what
hacking, you
they
deserve
know what
exactly
they're
what you
doing.
get.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
They know that they're cheating. They know that they're taking
Exactly,
a
they're
risk.
doing
so
it on purpose. There's a reason.
I
They
guess.
know what they're getting into.
They said the article said that they did have initially they had a 3-day ban, but then I think they must have found out the same person was persistently getting 3-day bans, coming back and just cheating again.
See, that's what I mean, though. They
So-
went from from one like min, like of we'll ban you for a little bit and then you can come back and learn your lesson, to
Yeah,
another
but
to a
lessons,
max.
sir.
Like it was one extreme to another extreme. Like the middle ground. Like the obvious answer is 3-day ban. If they do it again, ban for life. Like it's that simple. Like
Or the easy answer is just don't cheat.
I mean, no, yeah. I mean, yes, that's true. Look, dude, I don't like hackers. Don't get me wrong. I don't like hackers. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Some people do stupid things, but they can learn.
Nah.
Yeah, next time they get a game they can play online, they won't cheat. If they got banned
I
permanently
don't,
from this
I don't
game,
see.
they'll
I
not
don't see
cheat
how
on the next
two.
one.
Look, you're taking one instance, like 2 instances versus 1 instance. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. Like they'll either cheat once and they'll get banned, or they'll cheat twice and they'll get banned. You haven't like increased the number of cheaters infinitely. Like it's not. I don't see how that's like much of an issue. But like a half of those cheaters, or maybe less, maybe more, will not cheat again, and then you still have that player base. Like yes, Ubisoft's got the money, but they will be killing a chunk of their player base. Why?
Or maybe they just want to show the community that they're not going to tolerate hackers. I guess.
I guess. You know, I mean, I don't mind
Get
it.
rid of half of the community.
I don't mind it. Like
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. I just feel like that's not what I would have done. Like if it was my game, I
mean,
would have gone with a 2-step, a warning ban. That's what I would have done. I feel like it's pretty simple and obvious, and that is kind of the way to go.
I mean, at this point, whether or not they implement a heavier ban or not, the people have already bought the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
So they might be losing like a portion of their like.
Yeah, they've
people who
already got
play
the money
it.
off them.
But they've already got the
games
money
aren't a
for it.
one-time thing anymore. They're like future purchases and cosmetics and DLC. Like thinking about it as they've already done what they need to do is not right.
Wait, hang on. You're talking about Ubisoft here.
Yeah, so
There is
there's
no future. There's next
there's
game
tons of
next year.
DLC,
Next game next
and there's
year.
Yeah,
tons of cosmetics.
that game is out. They're done with it.
You
now.
watch.
We're working on the next
There will
one.
be another New Vegas game next year.
I don't think so. It was reviewed awfully.
Was it? Okay,
So
well,
was
never
that-
mind.
so was
well,
Assassin's
hang on.
Creed
No,
Unity,
we're still talking
there
about
was some-
Ubisoft.
Yeah, but no, but Assassin's Creed was already in there, like, from loads of positive reviews for loads of years. That's why they kept on making it. Like, they didn't keep making after Unity because Unity was reviewed bad. It was because they knew Assassin's Creed had potential to be good. But, like, Siege hasn't presented any potential to be good.
That Siege seemed like a very exciting thing when I first heard about it, but then it just sort of tapered off to nothing.
It seemed a very good thing for esports, but then
The
Yeah, I
issue,
could see it being a good East.
Yeah,
esport thing.
I can see the esport thing. The issue I had with Siege was it's one of those products that I hate that are created with this mindset of like this perfect user. Like, oh, your users will always have mics, and they will always be in groups of 5, and they will always be friendly and want to cooperate, and then you will have an amazing user experience. And it's like, that's not what users are. That's not what you're going to find online.
You've clearly never played an online game before.
Yeah, exactly. And like, and Siege, unless you have 5 friends that own it and you're willing to always play together, will be a crap game. Like,
Yeah,
when you have all 5 people, yeah, it'll be awesome, I'm sure. But like,
That'll be
Wait,
that
is it
one
4 or 5?
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's 4. I think.
Okay, 4 people. But yeah, that's
Was
my
it
issue with Siege.
What was a bit better? It's very Counter-Strike-esque. I didn't even know it had that aspect to it.
It's
Like the 4v4.
yeah, it's got the like they have a lot of like interesting gameplay dynamics, and the way the world is destructible is also really cool. But you know,
What platforms is it on?
everything. It's Ubisoft.
Yeah, it's everything. Yeah.
Everything but
Yeah.
360 and PS3, right? Or is it on those
Yeah,
two?
all the new gens and
Yeah.
PC. I almost said next gen. It's not next gen. It's current gen now.
Yeah. 3 years
Yes.
in, man.
So is it just marketed essentially just to compete, I guess, with Counter-Strike?
I mean, I don't think it's designed to compete with Counter-Strike.
No, wait. It's,
I think it's probably for that sort of crowd.
No,
I
'cause
don't think it's direct
it's
competition.
I think it's a pretty different game to Counter-Strike. Other than the 4v4, I don't see
No,
any
but
similarities.
it's a co-op shooter that's say online only team based. So it's
it's
in a rough thing. You could kind of compare them.
the only thing
What-
I can compare it to is another Rainbow Six.
Yeah, because
Like-
it's really strategic, and everyone's roles are so different. Like a guy will literally just hold a shield and walk around. Like
I just
it's-
meant is the game like there's no single player
Oh no,
kind
No,
of
it's
aspect.
an online only game.
specifically for multiplayer for a bunch of people to go.
yeah,
fight each
it's,
Okay.
it's one of the new wave of multiplayer only games, joining Battlefield and Titanfall.
And
And
Star Wars
Battlefront, which they
Battlefront,
absolutely
yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know why they would make
Huh?
Star Wars Battlefront an online only game. That's so stupid. I really like the campaign from Battlefront 2.
Battlefront is really dead on PC.
Yeah, that's because they ruined it.
On kind of a side note, like the user count on PC is gone. It's amazing. They all left. PS4 is still pretty populated, and Xbox One is still pretty populated, but Battlefront is so dead on PC. Like you get like 10,000 people to 16,000 people a day playing it, which compared to like what you get on PS4, which is like 100,000, like that's not good.
I was speaking to my uncle and my cousin at Christmas when we had family lunch, and they're pretty big on Star Wars.
Yeah.
And they bought the game and they were like, "Nah, this is rubbish," and they returned it.
It's one of those games. It's one of those games
Yeah.
again where there was like, a massive
Don't
amount
get
of
me
hype
wrong.
and just nothing came of it.
Don't get me wrong. It looks really good.
I,
But
I,
other than
Oh.
that, it's just a carbon copy of Battlefield.
Oh,
I've
it looks
been enjoying
amazing.
it. Oh,
It looks
That's
amazing.
'cause you're in love with Star
I
Wars.
enjoyed the beta, but my problem with Battlefront is the same problem I had with Evolve, which is the same problem I had with Titanfall. There's not enough.
Yeah, because
there's not enough there.
Yeah,
But like, if you feel like it's enough, like I mean, I felt like the mechanics were tight enough. Like,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
a-
if you
like,
enjoy
that's all you need
Battlefield,
for a
then
shooter.
you'll enjoy a Battlefront. But for me, there's not enough there to keep me there. Like all the things I really enjoyed about Battlefront 2, they've just completely stripped and made it
yeah.
specifically a
It doesn't
multiplayer.
seem to have that personality anymore.
And considering it's published by EA, maybe even made by EA, it's just essentially another carbon copy of Battlefield. They've just put Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just Battlefield and the Star Wars skin.
It's so people. It's so beautiful. So
It is very pretty.
It is.
um
I will give it that. And it kind of does feel like it's throwing you into the fray.
Yeah.
But for my brief experience from the beta, I probably would play a bit more after that, but other than that, not much. Just because I didn't really play that much.
I
of the
like when
beta.
games like Titanfall and Battlefront have betas because for me, I got like, okay, that was great. Now I have to spend money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pay for it.
But
Yeah,
I can see why people like it.
Yeah, if you're like really into Star Wars and you want to be in like the Battlefield and stuff, so, yeah.
I don't think it's even just that. I think it's just a good FPS.
I think it's
I don't
pretty
really like
simplistic
FPSs, so-
to consider it a really good FPS.
I guess it doesn't really help.
It's pretty hollow. Also,
Yeah.
it's pretty poor it's got a pretty poor kind of balancing curve for like early players to late players. Like,
Oh yeah, when we did that thing, when we did the demo and we played the Rebel thing, that balance was ridiculous to start with.
there's a lot of like guns and stuff that you buy from cards that you can't buy until you're like later level in the game that are objectively better than other guns. So that gives players who've played more an objective advantage, which isn't really great for a good shooter. Like, you have to try and balance that stuff. This is the difficult stuff. This is the hard stuff that companies mess up on a lot.
All reviews are pretty average. Like, the highest it got was 8.1 or 8.
That's good.
That's a pretty good review.
That's good.
Well, 8 was from IGN. See, the problem I have with people who review stuff is it's not objective. It's their opinion, and that doesn't help anyone.
I mean, that's why you're meant to read them and not look at the numbers.
Yeah, but even if you read them, you're still reading one person's individual thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I know, and you can decide on if those thoughts line up with you or not, because you're a human too.
I mean, there's no other way to review it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't read reviews, because I don't think they do any good for me.
Exactly.
I mean,
because I can go and really enjoy a movie, but I can read like hundreds of reviews that said, no, it's absolute shit. And it could be reviewed really poorly in general. But I don't agree with that review. But someone will come along, they'll look at that and go, oh, I guess it's a shit movie, but they might actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not the that's not the point. Like, reviews, I don't know what reviews you've been reading. But like they might. I
mean, I don't read reviews.
They might they like your idea of reviews is really flawed, because a review isn't like a good review doesn't go, this is bad and this is bad and this is bad. They go, this is the game. This is how this works. They can go into the technical side. They can go into like how like the story is, and then they can go, I didn't like it because of that, and this is why I gave it the score. But when you read that, you also get the objective information of this is the game, and you go, that's the stuff I like though. He didn't like that this game is a grind fest, but I love grinding. So like his 7 is a 10 for me. Like, that's the point of reading. Like, I'm not saying read reviews. But I'm saying never read numbers. Like, never ever read numbers.
I'm saying reviews in general.
And also, typically with reviewers, you find a reviewer that kind of matches,
like, thinks like you, likes the stuff you like, and then if that's what you like, if you're gonna skim, that's a good idea. Like, if you're not gonna sit down and read it, yeah. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Moorbrand, we have no doors for you.
No, I feel like there's a joke coming. I want to see where this joke leads.
When is the door giveaway?
Tell us about this door giveaway. I want to hear this joke. I'm expecting something good now. You better pay off with this.
Right. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I have no negative feelings towards reviews. I have negative feelings towards some sites' reviews, because some sites' reviews are proper poor. But like, reviews in general, I don't think are flawed in any way. I think it's how you take them.
Okay, that's an example of a joke I expect better than.
Right. Okay. We're about at the hour mark, so we should probably. Do we have any other game news that we want to talk about?
Other than Amazon Prime game discount.
Wait, no, I have something I want to talk about.
No, you do it.
You do you.
Right. Okay, so how many of you here know Final Fantasy?
I know. I vaguely know
where
Final
this is
Fantasy.
going.
Yes.
So when you guys weren't here, I told Josh about this beautiful thing that's happening in Japan, where Lightning is modeling Louis Vuitton stuff.
Oh God!
On television ads, because look, Japan has cultural differences to us.
Japan.
And
it makes sense for Japan. Let's put it that way.
It makes sense for Japan because they have anime characters model clothes and stuff already. So Lightning is just an obvious step in that direction. Wait, Andy, it gets better. Come back.
I'm still here. I'm right here. Don't you talk.
This is the Telegraph. The Telegraph's fashion section in the UK and in America, and there is an interview with Lightning.
I love it. This is amazing.
This was done by a person who has no idea what Final Fantasy is. They've never heard of it. They think this is a real person.
One sec. I'm gonna give what's his name a door. There you have a door. I'm so confused. Look,
here's your door.
You can get some quotes. Like, Lightning said she's proud to be the chosen Final Fantasy character to be welcomed into the Louis Vuitton family.
No, fuck her. No one likes Lightning. She sucks.
Lightning Lightning had potential, but yeah, I agree with you. No one likes Lightning.
What's that? Zaz was the best one.
I wanna show One sec. I have to find this link.
Cloud should have been up there. He pulled off that dress.
No, Zaz. I want Zaz.
Nah, I don't think I can find it. But there are some quotes like I don't know if you guys have seen Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah,
but
that's the last one.
look at these pictures. They're so glorious. Anyway, Final Fantasy 13-3 had like a whole like entire side of the game that was literally dress lightning up in different clothes, and she will have different powers. So
Yeah, it was a lightning dress-up simulator.
I have read this entire interview because like I couldn't stop laughing to myself reading it. It's impressive. There's a section where Lightning's talking about how she doesn't, she never thought of clothing as like a fashion accessory. She always thought about them as armor to protect her in battle, right? Which is the most hilarious thing because like especially if you look at Final Fantasy 13-3, there are literally pictures of her in cat costumes or bikinis or whatever. That's armor, guys. Look, she's never thought about it before. It's armor.
I love that this could have started out as a joke. Like,
It could have been so fake, but it's not.
Square Enix being like some internet Square Enix being like, oh yeah, I sent off that letter you told me to send, saying if Lightning went to the mall for people, and then someone responded, and they were like, we have to go through with this.
There's no way back now. We have to continue. No way
like,
back.
There's no way we can't just keep going because we have to see where this goes.
It's
Then she gets interviewed by the
It's
Guardian,
just a wildly
and they're just
escalating joke at this point.
It's no different from paying someone to go, oh, this is the greatest product I've ever had. It's
you know how much
the
more
same.
trouble this is, Mo? Like, you have to get a 3D designer to redesign all of the Louis Vuitton clothing in 3D, and then render them on a character in a pose, and then get another guy to speak for that character to the top. This is like a 10-man job, like to make this one fake woman into somewhat a real woman.
I believe it's
Louis
what we
Vuitton
could call.
money.
It's a right faff, is what it is.
Yeah.
A right palaver.
Look,
I mean, it's not even like they're trying to push sales. It's just like, we can sell stuff. Buy
Yeah.
our stuff.
so yeah, she ends the interview with, "I'm looking forward to the day we meet again." So, more interviews from Lightning guys in the future!
Yeah.
I can't wait.
That's
you
not
get his
that
interview.
rendered.
Like, I want Snake to come give an interview. I want Master Chief to give an interview.
Master Chief's just modelling suits, but he's got the helmet on.
I love it. Okay, on that note, I think we've wrapped up game news. You want to move into another section?
Master
What a great
Chief would
way
be a
to
great
end it.
friend. Speaking of friends,
Friends.
The
The show that I have never really seen other than like a couple odd
Yeah.
episodes of, but I hear it's great.
Same here. I'm with you. Come on.
they're having a
That's-
reunion. It's
It's
gonna
gonna be sad.
it's gonna be sad because they're all gonna be
They're
so
gonna be
old.
all old and melty
Hey.
and dead.
Some
But
of those guys from Friends have actually aged fairly well.
Matt LeBlanc has aged
Yeah,
like a
some of them.
champion.
Yeah,
That's not
Jennifer
aging.
Aniston.
That's plastic surgery.
like she's plastic surgery on point.
Yeah. That's,
I mean,
Um,
at least hers is. Someone else's isn't.
which ones?
Lots of other people's plastic surgery.
Oh, Courtney Cox.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna Google a picture of Courtney Cox right now.
You just get divorced and dumped, and then like you just pour it all into plastic surgery. I feel so sorry for you.
Yeah.
I think she needs. I want to give her a hug. Like just.
Oh, oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
exactly.
Wait, who's
she not
this?
looking good. She not looking good.
Who's this?
Yeah, Courtney Cox.
Okay, well,
But, like,
I'm not
the-
going to look that up right now, but I will take your word.
I think the most interesting thing about it is going to be seeing where those characters are now. If this is a character thing, like no one's really super clear on what's really going on. It could just be interviews with the cast, but like everyone's hoping for a "Where are the friends now?" in
At this
2000.
point, if they're not doing that, they kind of screwed themselves.
They kind of have screwed.
Ha. Who
It's
says apparently Matthew Perry, who plays Chandler, can't actually be there. All of his part is going to be recorded separately.
Oh, he's going to be dead.
He looks pretty rough.
He's going to have died. That's what that's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, Chandler's going to have died, and he's going to have left a tape or something, and everyone's going
Could
to
it,
cry.
could it be any more inconvenient? I made a terrible Friends joke, and I feel bad now.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently Aniston and Courtney Cox are like just have been arguing or something lately, so everyone's expecting like
It's gonna be a bitch fight. It's gonna be great.
yeah.
Great. That's what you want.
Who's the other one? Phoebe, who plays the
Lisa Kudrow. There we go.
Lisa Kudrow.
You're
How
really
ruined does she look right now?
She doesn't look that bad. I don't think.
I like that this is what we're doing.
Oh, she's had a nose job.
So you're excited, Luke?
I'm excited as a Friends fan. Like
It's one episode?
Yeah, just the one. It's kind of like have you ever heard of a show called Hello?
Hello. No.
Oh well, they basically did.
Well, then you've ruined the analogy.
A few. It was like a one. It was like a show that came out after World War II, I think. Like, I think.
Why are we talking about shows from the 40s?
Okay.
But
What, did they
like
come back together and do another episode?
Yeah, I think like
So
a
they
good
came
few
out to
years
another
later.
Nice.
Good few years later, they did a reunion thing. So I think it's typical for really good, long-standing shows.
Fair enough. How I Met Your Mother reunion was like freaking Ted going like, "Oh, Robin died. Guess I'm gonna have to go marry
No.
Lily because Marshall died too, guys."
No.
You
Yeah,
know.
they're all
Robin!
everyone. It's just gonna be Ted sitting in a chair by himself. Everyone's dead. They're
Oh,
all
shit.
gone.
I married them all though. I married
It'll
them
never
all.
happen. It'll never happen.
You just exploited Luke's love for How I Met Your Mother right there.
I enjoy How I Met Your Mother too, but god damn it, that ending.
No, that ending was
The feeling that I watched that
bollocks.
show.
Yeah.
Never I need to be reminded in love. I watched that show.
I mean, I get where they were coming from with the ending, but it wasn't the best.
It was awful.
It was meant to be such a good message, but they executed it so poorly.
Yeah.
Well, they cut out quite a lot of things in it too.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
pretty
there were
sure,
things that they were meant to be shown that I think were meant to like kind of finalize it a bit more, and they cut a lot of it.
I'm pretty sure Faulty Towers did a reunion show as well, and that was awesome.
Reunion
They
did?
shows.
I'm sure I remember they did a Faulty. Oh, they're going to do one. I'm sure they did. I'm not sure though. No, I'm doubting myself at this point. You liked the ending of How I Met Your Mother. Get out. Just leave.
Who?
Ban. Do it.
No.
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 I disagree with you. Look, you can't build to this woman and then just kill her with cancer so you can be with someone else.
Yeah.
That's
Who's
not okay.
She's perfect. She's the one up, Dad. No.
Guys, I ranked sharp. Look at my high score. So beautiful.
Nice. Yeah,
You
you're
got
right
killed.
about
You got killed by us as well.
It was spectacular. It was spectacular watching Cam watch the end of How I Met Your Mother. 'Cause he had no idea what was going on.
He made a joke as well about the mother, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He jokes about the and then it turned out she had cancer and he felt so bad. That's great. I can't remember what he said. But then he was just ended up sitting there going, "Oh no, no."
Basically, he said something like insulted her, and then I was like, "You are going to regret those words in about 5 minutes." And he's like, "What do you mean?"
I was just laughing the entire time. Did she die? That was great.
And then he had his hand over his mouth, and he was just like, "No, no."
It was perfect.
It was always going to be Robin. Though.
Yeah. Why were we talking about How I Met Your Mother?
Episodes, reunions, blah blah blah. Okay, moving on. Movies.
Matt LeBlanc aged perfectly. That is all.
Who?
Matt
Who has
LeBlanc, he's like a fucking champion.
You know, has the potential to age perfectly. John Boyega. Oh, that's a terrible.
Luke, you're stop segueing. Luke, it doesn't work.
No, you shut up. Thing. I love it.
No, what you could have done is you could have said, "Oh, you know, something that kind of rebooted." Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Yeah, that would have been a better segue.
Yeah, I mean, it was dead in the water.
Wait,
for
is
years,
there Star Wars news?
Yes,
apparently.
from John.
I don't know.
He promised that the next Star Wars film will be darker. That and he's also getting in shape for it. That he's gonna build up his physique.
Who?
John Boyega was
Finn?
Finn, right?
Go by his Star Wars name, please. I don't know the real names. So he's gonna get ripped.
Yeah, and that he's promising that the second film is going to be.
So we know in the second film he's gonna be shirtless.
But yeah, why else would he get ripped, right?
Yeah, they could just fake all that unless he's gonna be shirtless.
You're gonna become Sith or something. I don't know.
What, Finn?
He's got is
Finn is not gonna become Sith. Finn is like an innocent baby child who was already evil and became
You know,
good.
the Sith are gone.
Yeah, the Sith are gone. They were destroyed.
Yeah.
Like the chosen one.
Like,
Anakin Skywalker.
Like, okay, they're gone, but like, really, when you say he's gonna go Sith, you just mean he's gonna go evil, because like that's
Yeah.
what
Yes.
that word has become like, you know.
It's the same thing,
Synonymous
right?
with
Same thing.
all. No.
I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do, but like they're gonna find some way to make it dark. So I don't know.
I mean, that's easy. You can kill things. He doesn't have to. Look, him going evil doesn't make it dark. I want to be clear.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Him
dark
going
is-
evil makes me
is
get up
dark.
and walk out of that cinema.
I feel like they're not gonna
That's
kill.
what him going evil does.
I'm probably gonna eat these words later, but I feel they're not gonna kill that many people off in the second movie. I think they're gonna make them go through some crap and
I
then
mean,
kill some people off in the third movie.
I like that, like, Star Wars, like, I'm not, honestly, like, Star Wars, like, the first movie felt light, but, like, it really isn't a light movie, like, if you think about the stuff that happened, it's amazing that, you know, like, they don't make you care about any of it. Maybe that's a bad thing, I don't know,
I'm so used to people dying.
but, I don't want to say too much because of spoilers, but yeah, Star Wars, news things, can't wait.
There's also even more Star Wars news.
There's even more.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
But
about
bloody
it's
episode
kind of
9.
yeah, it's kind of like they're not giving anything away, but it's to do with Rey's origins.
What is it? What did they say?
So
The director. Oh, well, I'll let you have it, Josh. You probably
the director Colin Trevorrow.
Colin Trevorrow.
Trevor,
Sure.
there we go. Thank you, Luke. Basically, he's read all the origins for Rey, all the theories and stuff,
Yeah.
and his reply was carefully worded. He said, "I've seen all theories," and he has to practice how to answer all these questions because I mean he's still got a few years left
Right.
until that movie. And he goes, "What I do know is we're going to make sure that the answer is deeply and profoundly satisfying because Rey is a character that is important in this universe, not just in the context of The Force Awakens, but in the entire galaxy, and she deserves it. And so we'll make sure that answer feels like something that it's something that happened a long time ago, far away. We're just telling you what happened."
I find it interesting that the man talking about Rey's origins is the guy directing episode 9.
Yeah.
So she's not Luke's daughter, ladies and gentlemen! She's not Luke's daughter,
You
because
don't
that would
know
be in
that.
episode 8! It would be in episode 8!
You don't know that. It could
What,
be the
you
big
think-
reveal.
You think Luke is like a lion father and he's gonna take that lightsaber and be like, what? Get out?
Yeah.
Look, I really hope she's not Luke's daughter, and it sounds like it's not gonna be Luke's daughter. Sounds like, hopefully.
It's possible. But I don't know.
Well, he didn't say no. He's just worded in a way
I know
that
he didn't
tiptoed
say
around
no,
it.
but like, let's be fair. Her being Luke's daughter is not profound in any way. Like, it's just roundabout as hell.
I thought that would seem pretty predictable.
Plus, like, that would have to happen in episode 8. Like, I feel like that would have to happen in episode 8. Rey Kenobi!
I don't know. You didn't
Ray
find out.
Kenobi.
You didn't find out
Sure.
about like Leia being Skywalker till episode.
Yeah, but I mean, but she didn't walk up to her father, who was still like a completely sane man, you know?
We don't know that Luke's sane. Don't give me that. He could have gone crazy. He could have gone Yoda crazy.
What kind of brother needs all lightsaber? That is the truth, right there. Because
was
we
a
need more
third
Skywalkers.
And that they both had the exact same hand cut off and everything.
Yeah.
Well,
Look,
you
he's
know,
got to look the same. He's got to make sacrifices for them.
he's a twin. He has to like keep up the image.
The most crazy thing I've heard so far is that Rey is a reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker.
Why are Star Wars people
Why
so
are Star Wars fans so dumb?
Why are they
Because
so
they're not-
ridiculous and all their stupid theories?
Because like every movie has some kind of twist, and it's like
I was going to say some sort of
That isn't a
rabbit
twist. That's
fan-based
just
stuff.
dumb. Like, am I
no,
crazy
I
for thinking
know,
that's
but like
just
they
dumb?
reach
That's not
because
a
we're not
twist. That's
given
a fucking, that's a
anything.
fucking helix.
Look, fans need to chill.
I know.
Yeah.
It's because it's everyone's excited that it's back. It's like we
I'm not
want.
excited. Point out, I'm
So
not excited.
every Star Wars fan is excited
Yeah.
that it's
There you
back.
go. There it is.
A little hook. Boom. Dead. I killed the thing. Any other movie news?
Um,
They
do we
wrapped
have
the Assassin's Creed movie.
just to shove some more Assassin's Creed down your throat? It's got Jeremy Irons. It's got Jeremy Irons in it. I wonder if he's the villain.
I'll be honest, I am curious to know how it's going to go.
It's set in like 16th century Spain, I think.
It's gonna be. God, my voice went funny then. It has potential to be good. Like, I mean, like,
Yes.
because as long as they let go of the games, they let go of all of that crap, and like just make a movie about assassins, you know, like it can be good because assassins are cool. Like,
I think they're still
Ubisoft
doing the
ruined
thing
it,
where
but they're pretty cool.
I think they're still going the thing where it goes someone going in the machiney thing that lets him go back in time to see what his ancestors were like.
I kind of wish they didn't do that.
Yeah, that
Animus?
would but then it wouldn't be Assassin's Creed. It would just be a film about assassins.
No, but it would be. It would still be it'd be Assassin's Creed. Like
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But I
Oh my
I feel
god,
like
they're going
they
to tie it into that whole thing, aren't they?
They probably had to put it in just to make it.
screw it, don't do it.
Yeah.
They could totally turn it into that whole thing. Because remember in 4 where like they were taking the memories and making movies out of them and interactive experiences.
What does this have to do with Thor?
Hmm?
Wait, what does this have to do with Thor? I'm confused.
4.
Oh, okay.
You said 4 again. I still said you said 4. You said 4.
I only got it because he put his hand up.
Oh,
I know.
You're still saying Thor.
but yeah, like, cause like I imagine like it'll open up saying like what's the fake Abstergo? Yeah, that's it. Like an Abstergo entertainment experience or something. That's how like.
Okay,
And it'll be presented to you as a movie.
If they do that, that's fine. Just don't start it off as a dude getting into an animus.
Totally going to start off with the dude getting it around. It's going to happen. That's how they're going to start it.
Luke, do you realize what you did? I'm sorry to derail the conversation.
What? What did I do?
She was pooped into existence.
Yeah, no, I know.
Do you know where
Okay.
babies come
That
from?
was totally intentional. Don't worry.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you misspelled popped.
No. I
Okay.
was going for pooped. She was pooped into existence.
You know, the logical way of
If you
doing
eat
that.
lots of chili and then have like a really, really bad night, I guess, maybe.
Maybe.
The
I don't wanna
force
talk
just
about it
pooped her up.
Force doesn't have an anus, as far as I know.
Hey, you don't know. The force is
Leave it as an
The
abstract
Force is
thought. I
mysterious.
believe
The force is in everyone's anus.
The force is not an abstract.
It surrounds us.
us.
Where are we, guys?
Look, I don't know much about Star Wars.
The force is most definitely a real thing.
Well, it's in a movie, so it's not a real thing. But okay.
they've got like freaking whole Jedi's using
Oh,
it.
no, no, I don't want to talk about Star Wars anymore. It's boring.
You were with the wrong friend group.
What about... That's not wrong. Okay.
Come on, move us on, please.
Moving us on to...
fancier computers? I'll
Do you
go.
have a segue? No.
No, I don't...
No, you're not allowed any more segues.
Speaking about
Speaking of
animuses,
No, you're not
I know.
allowed anymore.
I think that was something I wanted to talk about that wasn't on the link, though.
I will
Talk
segue.
about it.
I'm trying to find it.
Just okay, but while you find it, I'm gonna talk about these fancy computers that are supposed to be coming out soon.
Yes.
They were announced at CES 2016, apparently, or they're going to be, or something.
Yes. OLED screens for
Yeah,
computers.
it's all about OLED screens and stupid fast SCDs and graphic boxes and stuff, and all.
CES, man, it was crazy.
It's all to like incorporate all the new VR stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's just the big thing is how much is all this going to cost, and is it actually going to be
Okay. Well, OLEDs are like the most expensive display to manufacture.
yeah,
Like,
I think they were supposed to be in at the price range of like $5,000.
probably starting. I can
It's
see
about
that.
3-4 grand ish.
Ooh.
Okay, hang on. What's the difference between OLED and...
Okay, so do you know your phone? The S6?
Yes.
The Samsung S6
Yes.
has an OLED display on it. OLEDs. So OLED, the O stands for organic. They have their own. They have a backlight built into the pixel. So like a regular LCD display has a big white light in the background, and then a screen that filters like that light into different colors through each pixel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so OLEDs have a light behind every single pixel. It lets you do some cool stuff. They're more energy efficient as well, and they're more color accurate. And they let you do stuff like what Samsung phones do is when parts of the screen are black, instead of trying to replicate black, they just switch the pixel off, so it's true black. Like it lets you do a lot of stuff like that. Artists are gonna love this. Like artists, designers, OLED like is almost 1-to-1 reproduction of color. So like it's good stuff. Expensive.
Well, all I'm getting from this is very, very expensive.
It's very expensive high-tech things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's why it's like the whole
Bleep bloop.
VR stuff, so it's gonna be
Bleep bloop indeed.
sure.
It can join on the shelf of things that are as expensive as an Oculus Rift. Or way more expensive than an Oculus Rift in some cases.
That reminds me of the system we were talking about the other day, Kamal.
Oh yeah, should I talk about that?
Sure.
Do it.
Another computer thing that was announced in E3 Origin. I'm gonna try and get this on screen. This is PC stuff, so
Basically, it's kind of the same concept behind a Mac computer, where you have the screen
like an iMac.
and everything. Yeah, and everything, like the whole computer is incorporated with the screen.
It's
so
an
you just
all-in-one.
have one. Yeah. So
It's
you
a-
just have like one thing with less wires. You just all plug this into.
It's like this. It's a 32-inch giant like curved display, and the entire computer's in the display, but they have like.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But
It's far superior.
but it's basically the original
It's
issue.
just a
Like
lot less clutter, I guess.
the original the issue is like IMAX is like that they have to hold themselves back so they can cool it and be thin. But these guys worked out like a liquid cooling solution so that they could just put whatever components they want in it. So you can literally get the best graphics card on the planet right now and the best processor on the planet right now in your screen, so you don't have wires going everywhere and everything. It's pretty cool. It's also stupid expensive.
And the other thing that they do that Macs don't do, or Apple doesn't do, is that if something goes wrong with it, you can actually replace parts.
Yeah,
You don't have to return and go, oh, this doesn't work.
Oh, you don't have to buy an entirely new one every
Yes,
time
exactly.
something goes wrong, which is great.
Yes.
The future, ladies and gentlemen.
Future where you don't have to pay like 800 quid every time your laptop has the slightest thing wrong with it.
It's pretty cool. If I wasn't a uni student and I had a job, I'd buy one.
Wouldn't we all?
But I am a uni student.
I would.
So I am pretty broke.
I'm not, but I'm still.
I did find out what that thing I wanted to talk about was. On
Do it.
like I'm surprised I missed it out when we were in the game news section. But I guess we're kind of like in. Is there any other stuff we want to go through before we start like wrapping up? And then I'll do it at the end. Luke, do you want to talk about sex, Luke?
Hmm?
Do you want to talk about sex?
I want it. Let's talk about sex.
We got a red light district in Leeds coming. Oh, it's already here. I can't remember. What are either? Can't wait to go to Leeds.
I don't.
Open
Okay,
for
I don't know
business.
what a red light district is. Do
It's
I
a
need
place
to?
you can
Netherlands?
go.
Where you do the sex.
You can
all
pay
the
sex
yes.
sometimes.
It's where you do the sex.
And people felt like that was necessary. Why?
Because people
Matter.
are disgusting, depraved, horny bastards. That's why.
Okay, it's Andy's opinion on this.
I mean,
Luke's opinion is he wants to go back to Leeds.
Woo! Guys,
Right.
I guess the thing is that it's always there, so you might as well give them like some safety.
Mm.
Because I mean, it's not something that's gonna die. It just gives them like an alternate way of doing it. I don't know.
I don't know, it just sounds
Yeah,
like
no, I see what you mean. It's like it's the whole argument was drugs as well. Like it's like if
give them
you,
a safe place to do it. Maybe they won't die.
yeah, blah 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 blah. I don't know if that's really gonna help, but hey, you can try. Sure as hell
Yes,
try.
do the sax.
yeah, the sex, right?
Have
SPB.
you ever heard Baker Street by something Rafferty?
Kyle Rafferty. No,
That's
Jerry,
the
Jerry
one.
Rafferty. Jerry Rafferty.
Yes,
I'm
that's
getting
not
my
the
shop
sax.
rat.
Or the sax.
Get my shop rat.
I could play
Did you want to
that now.
speak about that, Luke?
About the sex.
In the link dump,
Mhm.
next to anime/manga, I saw Luke wants to talk about, and I thought, what's he want to talk about? And then I
is
scrolled
that
down
all
and
he
it was
wrote?
One Piece, and I was like, oh,
It's
okay.
anime manga, of course.
Look, it's
Okay, let's indulge him. Go for it.
look, it's just,
I'll add to Luke's anime talk
Oh, okay, yeah.
afterwards.
I don't know how much I'll be able to
tomorrow's
contribute.
tomorrow's episode of One Piece is going to be a very big one. They're finally doing something that I've been looking forward to for a while because I read the manga, so I'm a bit ahead of the anime. And there's this move that Luffy's about to unleash.
He's going
That-
Super Saiyan 3, guys.
Basically, it's a big deal. It's a
going
very
He's
big
going
deal.
Super Saiyan 3.
And I'm kind of happy because how the animation studio works is that they have to not do a great job on some episodes to save the budget for like some other ones. So watching the preview for this next episode, you can tell that the animation is going to be gorgeous, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna be super cool, and I'm probably gonna freak out about it for the next few days after I see it tomorrow.
And then we'll hear all about it the next time, right?
Yeah. We'll probably even have clips that show you guys.
My God.
It's going to be it's just watching that preview though. Oh, the quality of the animation is I love it. I love it so much. Like it looks like a movie.
2016, right?
And he's totally gonna
Okay.
kill the guy.
Great.
Speaking about killing
Stretchy
things,
man's gonna kill a guy. Okay, let's do it. Oh, I know who this is.
Wait, speaking about kill. Oh no, I just wanted to have that on screen as you talk about anime to represent everyone else.
like, there's something else you said you wanted to add to the conversation.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, he's adding to the conversation.
Yeah, he's adding it. Is it okay? Right?
He's providing some visuals.
Yeah.
Okay.
But speaking about things dying, the great white that they tried to put in an aquarium died again because people are stupid and don't realize you can't keep a great white in an
Did you
aquarium.
say again? Is this the second time they've tried this?
They've tried this multiple times because people want to have great whites in their aquariums, but it doesn't work. People, it does not work.
Oh, it only took 3 days. Why did it die?
Man,
Why did it die?
Killed itself.
it
Did it?
can't cope. It can't
Did it
cope.
kill itself?
Yeah, like it.
Oh my God!
needs-
I was just joking. Jesus.
Did it
It
kill
needs-
itself?
It basically stopped eating. Like it just.
Good job,
Well,
guys. You made a shark depressed. That's like an official killing machine, and you made it kill itself. Wow.
I feel like it was stressed
aquarium
already,
guys.
because I think the last time they did it, it lasted 16 days, because it was, I think it was accidentally caught in a fishing net, and then it was around Japan, and it was returned, and they gave it to an aquarium. So I think already it was
Of course
like, it
this
wasn't
was
just like
Japan. Japan
It
has
wasn't
no
that.
respect for the whale
moved
species.
with the purpose.
Japan
of-
doesn't have respect for anything you see in their TV shows.
Pansy, please.
Everyone's never make it in aquariums. When will we learn?
You need at least 2 more sharks to suicide.
Let me play devil's advocate. I really want a shark in an aquarium!
Yeah,
come on.
no, I
Yeah,
agree. I agree.
you're like Austin Powers, the laser sharks.
That's exactly, look, some scientist man, or like some rich dude, one of the two, was like, I really want it, though. And everyone was like, no, and it was like, I want it, though.
And he was just like, look at this money though, look at it, look at the money, and then alright, okay,
Well,
this
I-
time.
It
I
never
guess-
works.
Money doesn't buy you happiness,
Look,
but it
that's what
does
they
buy
said
you
about
aquarium
everything,
sharks.
Luke, until it worked.
Yeah.
There's
Nothing works until it works. That's unfair.
Yeah, it's called experimentation. You've got to be the one to push the boat out. Or the shark out, I guess.
I'm going to admit it could work, but the amount of space required to keep it would not be worth owning this one shark.
You clearly don't understand what sharks are. I want a shark. I'll build a giant tank for a shark.
Yeah, if I was a billionaire, I'd just buy the ocean.
Yeah.
And then I'd have all the sharks.
Put a wall, just put a wall around the ocean. So all these sharks are mine now.
I'd be like Donald
Queen
Trump.
Victor-
I'll
like the Queen
I'll
of
build
the
an ocean, a
swamps.
wall. It'll be the best wall. I'll get the Mexicans to do it.
Yeah.
See, that's something I
I'll
could
get
imagine.
Mexicans to catch my sharks.
That's something I could imagine Sean
Now
Baxter doing.
Mexicans riding sharks
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Can we have shark rodeos next time?
Right.
Leave the sharks alone.
I agree. Leave the sharks alone.
Oh, I want a shark rodeo.
Just unnecessary shark deaths. Unnecessary.
No, it'll be a humane shark rodeo.
Yeah, it'll be like.
But the sharks will like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll entice them with food.
Look, I'll
Yeah.
shock them on a regular basis until they accept defeat. And
I'll
like
shock them until they learn to associate being shocked with happiness.
it. Yeah.
That's the same thing,
You know
right?
you gotta feed them while you shock them, right?
Yeah.
If
It's like
Oh, everybody's dying.
Pavlovian response.
if there
Feed
was
them
a
as we
shark,
shoot one of the sharks,
That's
and
like
then
the most confusing thing you can do to an animal.
yeah.
Why are we talking about animal torture, guys?
Why are we
I feel
torturing
like the
sharks?
stakes in a shark rodeo would be real.
Yeah,
Like the
well, yeah.
moment you get bucked off,
Yeah,
you're in some trouble there.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an after the watershed spot.
You'll be okay though, because sharks don't want to eat people, so you'll be fine.
I mean,
No,
It's not better if
but
people
then
have
you
been
have
tried
to,
it.
like-
They're gonna
you'd have
want
to-
it.
do you
give them
feel
a
like
reason
that
to
shark
click on
would,
for dear life.
if some guy swam in the water, was that shark that was starving itself to just be done? It wouldn't have just killed that dude as well and then
Oh,
finished
yeah,
starving
like-
itself.
Like, if you
Yeah.
piss off a shark, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
It will eat you for food. That's the thing.
Exactly. He's riding on its back. You think it's not pissed?
Just to
I don't know,
sweeten
maybe
the
it's
deal.
his kink. I don't.
To sweeten the deal and to get more points, you cover yourself in blood.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah, you get extra.
You're
You get
turning
bonus
this-
points. You just
you're turning this-
wear a dead seal on your back.
Yeah, it's made entirely of dead seal.
After you club the seal, after you
Yeah.
bring it home.
I hope Peter aren't listening to this.
This is the worst thing.
Sorry.
This is
I'm
the
not
worst
sorry.
thing. Oh, I am not sorry to Peter ever. Peter, like, such a joke.
Peter are ridiculous. Peter are.
No, I don't
Peter
want to get on this.
Yeah, euthanize animals. They don't
No,
get to go
I don't
on
want to get on this. I'll get too mad.
Saying
Yeah,
sorry.
I've
about
already
that.
been through this with someone.
Okay. So I had a piece of news I forgot to do before we finish. This will be the last thing. It was in the games section, and I forgot I wanted to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So do you guys know what EA Access is?
I know what EA Access is. Yes.
EA Access is on PC now.
Cool.
So EA Access is endless PC gaming. That is their quote. Play a growing collection of great PC. Wait, freaking let me switch my screen on. Play a growing collection of great PC games. Try new EA games before they release them more. Basically, for $4, for $5 or £4, because that's a conversion, right? Anyway, for
That's
four,
not a conversion.
I
We've
know,
converted
right?
that.
I know it's stupid. For £4 a month if you're English and $5 a month if you're American, which is such a better deal, you get access to EA games early. You get, like, I think the way it works is 2 weeks early. You're allowed to, if you can buy, you have permission to buy an EA game and play it 2 weeks early. You get access to a bunch of trials to games before you buy them. And the interesting part is you get access to this thing called the Vault. And the Vault is just, like, older EA games. And you can play them unlimitedly as long as you have this subscription. So it's kind of like Netflix. Think about it as Netflix for video games, but only EA video games.
You also get Titanfall.
What kind of good EA games?
So you got, like, the Vault currently has, the list is on screen, but it's like Battlefield 4, Dragon Age Inquisition, Battlefield 3, Need for Speed Rivals, all of the old Dragon Age games, the Dead for Space games, This War of Mine, which is a
Dead for Space?
Dead for Space games.
Dead for Space.
We said corpses.
I'm sorry, come on.
A whole bunch of
I'm dead for space, man.
FIFA.
FIFA. Gather in a room.
I'm pushing through. SimCity.
We have to kill you before we send you to space.
Here's the twist. He was already dead the whole time.
Yep.
Operated by strings.
I mean, this game sounds interesting. I would play this game.
Yeah.
I would play this, like, horror show of a game.
It's just an astronaut suit with a
I was
crack
looking
in
at your
it.
face as we were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right. I don't know what to say anymore.
You could say bye now since I rang up.
Yeah, I guess.
I want to make this game.
EA Access, guys, if you want to buy it, I guess.
I don't. See, I guess it's not a lot of money, but there doesn't seem to be a great selection.
I mean, I'd play all the Dead Space games. If the Dead Space collection comes out on the Xbox One, I'm totally buying it.
Well, first of all, I have all the Dead Space games and all the Dragon Age games.
Yeah, but I don't have them anymore, so I'm gonna buy them.
No, but I'm sure there's quite a lot of people who would have maybe both,
Probably.
all of both, or might be like there are people who wouldn't be interested in all of that.
Well, I mean, yeah. You
Like,
could say
why
that
would
about
you
any
go-
sort of games thing?
Yeah.
Wait, what FIFA games are on there?
Probably all the old ones.
FIFA 15.
I already
Like the
have
last
that, Josh.
year.
It's not as
Basically,
relevant
it's
as what I
all
got.
of the EA games that came out the year previous.
Why would you play an old FIFA game though?
I mean, it's
What
it's
if you
just
want to
there.
relive
Like,
your
I don't think
favourite
that's meant
team
to be the
of
selling point.
footballs? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why did
FIFA's
you
not the best
ban
one.
me?
to put
But
that,
they're all like Battlefield 4, for example, is still like widely played.
yeah.
So you could do that, and Battlefield Hardline
Son of a
Family.
bitch.
I don't know. I feel like in the future it has potential.
Yeah.
Like, because £4 a month is not too bad.
It's definitely it's pretty £4 a month, and you could play like all the Dragon Ages, all the Dead Spaces,
Mm-hmm.
and like SimCity and all that. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Good job, EA. You're doing something that's kind of cool.
Look, when you've got such a good game series as Dead for Space, you've just got to let it come back, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
gonna get banned from the call.
I'm too good to be banned.
Like you banned me from the chat.
I mean, I would kick you out of the call, but it would mess up with the cameras. So.
And that's why I said it and didn't type it.
Right. Anyway, we're done. We're done for this
Alright.
week. Thanks for watching, guys.
Whoa, hang on.
Oh wait.
If you want to catch up on things you missed on this past podcast or previous podcasts, you can go to the YouTube archive that we have. Everything is below in the information. You can tweet at us if there's news that you want us to cover or that you might be interested in or that we might be interested in. And that's about it.
Congratulations to Aspie
We'll be here next
for
week,
being
same
the
time.
final person to kill me.
Oh, well, with the
Well, yeah, we will be here next week. Thanks for watching.
We will.
Bye.
Peace. Maybe.
Don't forget-
Oh wait, we might not actually be here next week. I don't know. Peace.
yeah, that's what I
Be
thought.
careful. Ah.
Just